everybody, welcome back. This is Tinker77. We are again on FoolCraft today. And today's plan is we are going to finish up the Hermitron storage area that I started to create in a stream. A couple days ago I did a live stream. In that stream I wanted to just make sure I could figure out how to use Twitch and get the microphone set up and that sort of thing. Just basically a test stream, if you will. We had a couple people show up. It was kind of fun, and I'll show you what we did. The idea I had was I wanted to make a way to display my Hermitron instead of having a row like you see the blue boxes here. Okay? So what I did is I went over into this corner and I created a whole section. So this is probably new to you since you haven't seen this in the videos. I have a special door here. If you don't put the code in, it won't open. And here is the Hermitron Hall. The Hermitron Hall is what I use from the Hermitcraft videos. These are Hermitrons, Hermitron Storage Facility, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, this is the set 0. You can see all of these are A0s. You have Mythic, 2 rares, 3 uncommons, and then 3 commons. And so I put them all on here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the other wall 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay? So this is kind of the area that I'm going to use for this. Now, I have a glass floor here, and that is because what I want to do is have the blues be 1 floor down. So that's what we're going to work on today, is working on 1 floor down. And if you look, if you go by Hermitron here, you can see it has a gamma case, which is another case we haven't found yet, but it will exist, and I'm assuming it'll turn on at a certain date. So what I'm going to do is I want to create both floors today. So we're going to have the blue floor and then the green floor. So you would come over here, and then you would take an elevator block down to the next floor, and that sort of thing. So we need to figure this out and get this looking right. So that's what I'm going to do today. So the next step here is I want to get some things running while I wait. I want to have the mob farm running so that we can get some loot bags at the end. I'm also having to take these quarried stone and get them made into quarried block, which then I can make into the bricks. So I'm doing some setup here. Let's go turn on the farm. Fans are on, lights are off. And there it goes. So now we get a little bit of lag, but we're getting some items which we can then look for the loot bags at the end. So we're going to start to do the dig here shortly. I want to get some other things here, though. I want to get the arches for the vent that we have. We have iron. These are the vents here. We got to get the architecture station. See, we have a bunch of the vents. This sort of thing that I want to be able to check out to make sure we can see what we want to see and make sure everything works right. We also see some iron block. We don't have a lot of iron block, but we have a lot of iron ingots, so let's just make up some blocks. You know, that kind of thing. Just get everything set up to where we're ready to go. I've started the dig, and I wanted to make sure that I get the spacing right for the floors. So I'm going to actually do the elevator portion first for both floors. So if you look, we have a block. We have 4 blocks. That's a total of 5 blocks. The bottom one's with the floors. We need a spacing of 5 spots. So that's what I've done down here. If I go down here, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have the floor. So I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to replace some of this with glass so that I can see, but I'm going to make another one, and then we should have both the floors at least laid out as far as their height level. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to go and put some glass in right here real quick. Put another torch down here just so I have some light. So I'm just kind of getting it marked out so I know where things are. So here we go. That's where the floor would be. And then we have to go down again and put in another floor. So let me get that done, and then we're going to start laying these things out. Okay, so I have spec'd this out. You can see how this section is. We have the block layer at the top and the one at the bottom, and this is a 3x4 area where the Hermitrons will go. And I've done the same thing here on the next floor down. Basically, it's the same setup, and it's kind of in line. Of course, I don't have all the decorations and the lights, but that works, and that's great there. And then if we go down another floor, we have it again. Okay? So this is all set up. So I know that the floor elevations are correct. So now the chore is going to be the dig. I'm going to have to dig all this out and get the at least the floor in so that it looks right, and then we can start to set up the Hermitrons. So here we go. Maybe I'll do a time lapse. Should I do a time lapse? Maybe I should do a time lapse. Well, it's all dug out, and you can see all the way down to where the various floors are going to be. I know one of the first things people are going to say is, oh, you could have used Vein Miner, and I could have. I chose not to because I wanted to have a little bit more control with the dig, so I didn't do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make these little stations, the little white brick stations, and I want to put in these lights. And these lights were suggested to me during the stream, and it's called a light inverted, okay? So we're going to need to make a bunch of those. Now, each station takes 4. Each floor takes 10. So we have 10, 20 times 4. So we're going to need 80 of these lights. So I want to get the lights. I want to get the bricks so we can at least get those stations created. So we're going to go back over to the station over here, and we're going to make those up. Now, there's 2 steps to the process, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you do the light inverted right here, the light inverted, it takes a redstone torch and light. Light takes glass, iron, and glowstone. And we need 80 of those. And apparently I don't have regular glass. Can you believe that? It takes regular glass. So we're going to have to cook some up. I'm going to use this smelter. This is a or furnace, I mean. This thing runs at 85% faster than normal, which is great, so it'll go pretty quick. But I want to get a little bit more here, so I'm going to put some in these other furnaces just to get some glass ready to go. Now that all the glass has been created, we're going to go back in and look at these lights. The light inverted, like I said, takes light, and this is what it needs. We need 80 of those. Let's grab that. We'll grab a stack. There's a stack of those like there. We're going to create some more. I'm not sure how many more we can make. We'll go for it. We have 2 stacks of those lights. Great. Now, what we need to do there is then we need to get the redstone torches, and we'll make that together, and we'll make our inverted lights. There we go. And then we do that again. Okay. So now we have all that we need to do for the area that we're going to go over here. So we're going to start to set up the stations. Now these lights are really cool because when you place them down, they automatically just turn on. They're like a torch in a way, but they look a little cooler. So they make these little light stands right here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go down. I'm going to show you this real quick. Go down 1 floor. We have the station here. You can see it's the light went out, but as soon as I put one of these down, it lights up. Okay, and the same thing on the floor below. Take out that torch there. So I need to make these little pods, and that's what I'm going to do right now. We're just going to go in. We will grab, let's see here. Let's grab some more of the brick. We'll take out part of the wall. And part of the floor. Okay. Down here is where the Hermitron case will go, and this is the floor, and then we'll just put down 2 lights. Okay? And we're going to do that through the whole section, so I'm going to do that right now. Okay. We have all of the stations in place, and I also put on the item frames. These are just standard item frames. I know there are other item frames we can use, but I put these on just because I know how to make the recipe. So, the next step is we're going to do some of this decoration. I've started to figure this out here. We're going to use the same thing as we do upstairs. We use this looks like shipping crate is what it's called, but it looks like vents to me. With the arches, we're going to make the arches and the fans. So we're going to do that with this set. So we have some of the arches here. So as an example, it would be right here. Okay. So we do all of those. And what we're going to do, I'm missing a factory block. I got to put that in there. So I'm going to start to decorate this up and make this look like it's supposed to. See how these go right here? You don't see the brick, that's space that's open up there. So we'll take out these 2. And we're just going to do some decorating. Get this looking about the way we want it. And of course I ran out of blocks like that. But we'll make some of this up and make it look right. And then we'll do the same thing downstairs. And then we can start to work on the walls and the ends and some of the other things. But we're getting this to be almost finished. Well, I think we're almost ready to move in with the Hermitrons for this level, which would be the blue boxes, the beta boxes. But I want to finish up these walls. And what I'm going to do here is just like up there, if you can see, it's pretty cool. We can look through the floor to see. We put this, the brown factory block, and not right there. Just like that. So we'll put that in and fill in these walls. And we'll also do the same thing on that wall over there. So we're just going to make the walls kind of, well, I know they're kind of plain, but they will suffice. Okay. So that it'll kind of like blend very well with this. So we're going to do the same thing over here. I think I'm going to go, should I go one back? I guess not, because we didn't have a layer in front here. So let's just not do it. Let's just fill in the wall completely. Okay, so here we go. Okay. We're using up a lot of these factory blocks. I may have to go get some more. Now, I don't know if I like that wall. That's not a great wall, but at least it's not stone. So I'll take it for now. We'll go down here. We're going to have to do the same thing. So let me finish that up. I know I'm going to need more factory block, but let me go get some more factory block, finish this up, and then we're going to get ready for the Hermitrons. I just grabbed the blue Hermitron boxes, and we're going to put those in place right now. Kind of moving them in. So this is the 0 point, and if you can see I have 0, and I have 1 through this empty one, which is 9. I don't know why I don't have any 9s at all. But anyway, if you put them down, they'll go in order. They pull them out. So if you put this one down, now it's this one. So I know that they're in order. So there we go. The Hermitrons will be ready to go here in their storage area. But now, what I've got to do is I've got to go through and grab these. Like I can grab this one, and try to grab one of these, and some of these. So we have the blues here. We're going to put them up into the frames. That way I can see them. I know where they are. I know we have them. That's the whole point. They may put them on display. And there we go. That's the 0. Let's do that again real quick. Grab the 1. Look at that. We have some rares on this one. And some uncommons. And we grab some of those. Okay, so the rares go up in the... Get up there. Up in the top. The corner is, this is mythic and 2 rares. 3 uncommons and then 3 commons. So here we go. Common, common, common. And whatever left over I'll just put back. So I'm going to do that next. That's the next step, and then I think we're all done moving in with the Hermitrons. And then what we're going to do next is going to do something with the scoreboard and the builder that makes the actual Hermitrons. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these in here. I only need one. This is the scoreboard. If you recall, it shows the scores of people who have completed sets. No one has yet on the server. And then we have this is where you would go in and you put the Hermitron pieces in and it would complete a set. These I want to take with me. So we're going to break them up. I don't need 2 of those, but we're going to take them over here. Now, in this section here is the Hermitron storage area that we've been working on. And what I want to do is I want to make one side be where, right here in the entrance, one side be where the Hermitron scoreboard goes, and the other side where the Hermitron builder is. So what I'm thinking about doing is making up a border that goes around here, like this, up and around. Get in there. And same thing over on this side. That kind of separates and differentiates between this section, which is where the Hermitrons are stored, and the part where we're doing the sections of the building or scoring. And I also want to make this here a border all the way around so it looks good. And then we'll dig into the wall and work on that. So that's what I think the plan is for this, is we're just going to have it be like I said. And I think I'm done with the Hermitron area. Like I've done before, I showed you that we have the Gamma, the Beta, and the Alpha sets that are up here. And then over here, I've created this area where we can have the scoreboard right here, where you can go in and see what's there. It's similar in style to how these were made. And then over here is where they would do the building. Okay? And this is all in this one section. I think it looks really, really good. And of course, the doors can be shut, and then if someone tries to open it, they can't unless they know the code. So it's kind of secured, if you will. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go see if we've acquired any pet bags down in the farm, and then I'm going to probably have to end this video. So let's go and check this out. Farm's still running. Let's go down and see how many, if we've gotten any at all. Let's turn the farm off. You can still hear the monsters. Okay. We'll turn that fans off. We'll go in and see what we see here. Okay, the fans are all off, and it looks like there's some XP orbs that didn't get picked up. But, yeah, it looks like there's nothing left over as far as debris, which is good. Okay. So here we go. We're going to look for pet bags. Looks like there is one. So let's make sure we grab it. And there we go. Where did it go? I don't know where it went. I think something happened with the system. because it doesn't get pulled out in the back. Here. No, it's this one right here. See, pet bag. And there's nothing being pulled out. So it just went someplace. Yeah, let me go and relog and see what happens. Just got back from relogging in, and you can see here the bag is there. Something happened. I'm not sure what. But let's see what we get here. Hopefully we get that cloud pet. It's definitely not the cloud pet. What is this? Ender chest pet. Wow. So it looks like we have an ender chest. Basically, it's an ender chest. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. So, okay. Well, I think that's about all for this video. I'm not sure what we're going to do next time. Probably do some exploration, see if we can get some Hermitrons. That'd be kind of cool. But, you know, everything seems to be working really, really well now. We don't have any Hermitrons here, so I'll probably have to work on this space. You know, we'll think of something to do. So, anyway, if you like this video, please hit that like button. I really need the likes. I like to see the support. It helps me to know that I'm doing good. If you have any comments, put them in the comment section. The comments have benefited all of us because I've been able to upgrade to 1.3.3 now based on some comments that came in that assisted me. And of course, if you'd like to be notified of videos I produce, please subscribe to this channel. That subscriber count, it's still climbing. I'm over 100 now. Never thought I could be there, and I couldn't be there without your help. So I really do appreciate it. And I hope everyone, please have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.